welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Lisa Falconer. I am an EFT practitioner and, of course, a wellness business owner, passionate about essential oils. Yeah. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on my weekly tips or healings around anxiety, because that is what I'm passionate about. And I try to share a video each week about reducing or healing or becoming anxiety free each week, as well as maybe an EFT healing. Okay, and sorry about the watery eyes. I got a bit excited about the peppermint oil and got it a bit too close to my eyes. I was just like smelling, and I think I accidentally got some in my eye right before I hit record. So apologies if it's going to look like I'm going to be crying the whole time. But man, it is good. And it's a perfect way. I want to start the video, obviously talking about how essential oils can actually reduce your anxiety, okay? And let's get into it. So, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm a firm believer that we all struggle with anxiety. The severity of your anxiety might change. Some might be severe, mild, maybe some's more work anxiety, mum anxiety, social anxiety. The point is, I feel like we all experience anxiety, but what I'm passionate about is you not struggling with anxiety, but you knowing how to live with anxiety and be able to instantly reduce and provide natural relief to your anxiety. So instead of you struggling with anxiety for months or years, days, hours on end, and it really affecting your relationships, it reflecting your life, it reflecting on how happy you are day to day. That is what we're here about. So going from struggling with anxiety to feeling that anxious energy and having the tools such as, essential oils to provide instant relief so you can claim back your life. That's just me a bit passionate about it. So as I mentioned, we all struggle with anxiety, but this video is going to be really focusing on how we can use essential oils and how it can reduce anxiety and just promote a more peaceful, joyful, happy, calm life. And I'm going to share a very recent story with you of how these essential oils was at work, okay? So whether it's stress from work, personal challenges in your life, when I was at my whole lowest point, especially when it comes to anxiety, I was having panic attacks. I had just become a single mom. I quit the job at the same time. So I was basically a single mom that was unemployed. And I was just hit with challenges left, right, and center. Okay. Or maybe for you, it's just the chaos of everyday life. You're juggling work, family, day-to-day life. Okay. Anxiety can literally creep in and take a toll on your well-being, even when you're not really aware of it. Okay. But today's video is all about having a natural remedy for this anxiety that wants to creep in. Okay. And I don't believe that you need, just because you struggle with anxiety doesn't mean you need to book in for a therapist and see them for 10 years. And, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's how you want to go, that's absolutely fine. I do believe there's talk therapy. There is a place for it, whatever's feeling right for you. But if you want to be a more holistic, natural kind of person, which is, hello, me. And of course, this you get to pass down to your kids as well. Okay. So, I'm unsharp. Well, actually, I'm not, but I'm going to stop rifting on and let's get right into it. Okay. So before I go into the science side of it, like we're going to geek out in this video, so stay tuned. I want to share a personal story. Now, I didn't bring with it because, as I do in every video, I get so excited to share you all the information. I never bring it with me, but it is in the kitchen over there. I'm not going to get it. Over the weekend, it was kind of like a recipe for an anxiety attack. Combined, we have 5 kids. It's a blended family, and we're looking at moving. So we're looking at the rental market, how much houses are, etc. Looking at maybe spending less, spending more, and just the bang. And if you've got 1,000 kids like us, doing anything with kids, let alone back-to-back house inspections in a day, and forcing kids to come with you, making sure they're on their best behavior when you're inspecting these really fancy houses, etc. It's kind of a recipe for fights with your loved ones, partner, getting snappy with your kids, and just feeling anxious. Like, it's never enjoyable. Like, you might get excited about looking at houses, but there's so much going on, and just the stress of everything to consider it's kind of like a recipe for anxiety, really. And I knew going into it, okay, this is going to be one of my triggers, okay, because I know that I'm prone to anxiety. I know there's a lot to consider. There's a lot going on. The kids are very full on. My partner is recovering from spinal surgery, so I'm also being mindful of how much pain he's in to be stuck in a car all day long, looking at all these properties and making decisions, etc. And I knew that I wouldn't have many opportunities to rely on my EFT. I wasn't going to sit in the car while we're driving and, tapping along like I would normally. But I do know, and this is why I say nearly every video I put out there, that it's easier to prevent anxiety than it is to get out of it. And I also knew throughout the day, I'm not going to have the motivation to go home and just go, I'm going to go in the bedroom and do some tapping, because I'm going to be exhausted. I'm going to be overwhelmed. I'm going to be over the day. So I wanted to get ahead of it. And this is a true story. And what I did is, while the kids were still getting ready before we hopped into the car to go to our first inspection, like we were leaving quite early in the day, like it was going to be a full on day, I got my adaptive essential oil and I put it on my wrist and just behind my ears to, chill the F out. And I just had this immediate calm come over me, because I was actually starting to have that anxious energy before even starting the day, before even jumping in the car for the first inspection, because we're looking at rental properties that was going to actually be higher than what we pay now. So whenever it comes to financial things, considering the kids, 5 kids, like there's a lot to consider. Will they have enough room, space? Anyways, I'll bore you the details. Anyways, I noticed I was starting to get anxious before the day started. I'm like, no, I'm going to nip this in the bud. And I put the essential oils on, and I just felt that calm wash over me. And it was just like this confidence of like, I'm going to tackle today with so much joy and pleasure and fun and playfulness. And we ended up having the most incredible day. And I truly believe that it wouldn't have been possible to have such an amazing day with no fights and no snappiness, and just having fun looking at these properties going, yes, no, whatever, except without these essential oils. Okay, so I know I just riffed on, but I wanted to give you a personal example of just how fast it can happen, especially when you get ahead of it. Okay, so anyways, that's enough about me. Let's get into it. So I wanted to start with a question. Did you know that our sense of smell is closely linked to our emotions? Okay, so in fact, around 75% of the emotions we feel are connected to what we smell. Okay, so when I'm saying this, what I mean is, like, when we're inhaling the essential oils, especially the right essential oils, depending on your mood or your emotions or what you're trying to invoke, you can literally shift your emotional state. Like, how freaking awesome is that? Which is why I was kind of feeling very sleepy and lack of energy, but I knew I wanted to deliver this. That's why I got out the peppermint oil. And honestly, within seconds, like, look how fast I'm talking. Like, I'm energized. Like, I am ready to go. And that is because I did spend, it only takes a couple of seconds to sniff the peppermint oil, because I knew that that was going to give me the focus and the energy that I wanted to deliver to this. And okay. Anyways, just a little moment of how amazing these are. So, which oils should you use? So I'm going to choose a few that I feel like are game changers. Okay. And I also wanted to talk a bit about why they work. So these affect when you're inhaling, it infects our limbic system. And our limbic system is part of the brain that controls our emotions. So that's the kind of like the more sciencey stuff around how they work and shift your emotions within seconds. So you don't need to be doing all this healing and avoiding and getting out of anxiety. It's just like you can choose different aromas to shift your state. Okay. So my top 3 that I'm going to be talking about today, and of course, because I'm silly, I don't have them with me. Lavender oil. So this one is actually known for its calming properties. Studies have shown that inhaling lavender can reduce anxiety levels by as much as 14%. Imagine replacing that, oh my God, your chaotic mind with a soothing scent of lavender before bed. So I know a lot of people that use lavender, especially at bedtime with their little ones or for themselves. I actually don't really use lavender at bedtime. I use lavender. So for last night, I made myself a detox bath and I put some 10 drops of lavender oil in the bath. And oh my God, it just completely relaxed me and melted all the stress. Like, as I mentioned, we had a busy weekend. We had so much on. It was a jam-packed weekend with I was navigating a lot of things throughout the whole weekend. And before I spent some time with my partner, I just put this bath, made this bath, put some lavender oil and the balance oil blend, and oh, I just felt like the queen afterwards. Oh, I felt so relaxed and calm. And not when I say relaxed, I don't mean sleepy. To me, it's just that really grounding, like nothing bothers you. Like that, that feeling where it's just like nothing could have ruffled my feathers after my bath last night. And that was thanks to lavender oil. It is also this other studies that have shown that lavender oil has reduced anxiety up to 50%, mild anxiety by up to 50%. Like that's pretty crazy, right? Just from one smell. Like that's amazing to me. 2, bergamot oil. This beautiful citrus oil does wonders for anxiety. So research indicates that bergamot can lift your mood and alleviate stress. So just a few drops can literally transform your environment into a peaceful sanctuary. It's kind of like, yeah, instead of going to get that massage or having that spa day, you just need this oil and have a couple of drops and be taken away. Get on with your day, whether that's with the kids, work, whatever. Like, let's just pause here for a moment and just take a moment. What would your life look like navigating your relationships, kids, life, work, career, whatever's in your life? Like, imagine navigating all of that and living your best damn life, being your happiest self, gifting your kids a happy mom while not quitting it all. Like, you don't need to give up the job. You don't need to sacrifice your relationship. You can have it all while being your calmest, happiest self. Like, that's what, to me, this is what these oils allow you to do, to navigate them all without the stress, without feeling shitty, without feeling anxious. And finally, 3, frankincense oil. Apparently, this is often referred to as liquid gold. Frankincense has this grounding effect that can enhance your meditation practice and can help with emotional clarity. If you're feeling overwhelmed, a little drop of this may just do the trick. So I also use the balance blend for this as well. Really grounding. You can go from, like, if you're very mindy and you're stuck in the mind and your mind's just going crazy, frankincense or even the balance blend can instantly shift you out of your mind into your body. It can help you stop those racing thoughts and just chill the F out to carry on with your day. So how do you use these oils? Let's discuss a few easy methods. So obviously there's the diffusion. So something in like this, add a few drops And this allows you to fill your space with calming scents that can help you unwind after a long day. I love to put the citrus oils in here, such as citrus bliss or wild orange, which is really good at just uplifting your mood. There's the topical application. Mix essential oils with a carrier oil like jojoba or coconut. I use coconut oil and apply it to your wrists and neck and behind your ears. So that's what I'm talking about when I mentioned putting the peppermint on or the adaptive on the weekend. It's really great at helping you have that personal aroma. You can use it as perfume. So instead of doing perfume that has a lot of toxics that could be even adding to your stress and anxiety, you can use these as perfumes as well. And you can enjoy the benefits throughout your day. You're walking your day, smelling the aroma, feeling just chill, and having people like, why are you so joy? What is your secret? You're glowing. Like, I've literally had people at work asking me lately, what is my secret? I am glowing. And I'm just like, it's nothing. It's just the oils that I'm wearing. Okay. And inhalation, which I also did with this one because I was really sleepy before this video. And now look at me. So place a drop or two on your palms, rub them together, and just take a few deep breaths. This technique is super effective for quick relief during stressful moments. And just a little side note, something that I've been playing with is I've been doing this as well before I do like sitting down to do some tapping on myself. So I'm actually inhaling as well as I'm doing some tapping. So I'm getting like the benefit of both. And it's just, oh my God, amazing. Okay. So before we wrap up, a quick reminder, essential oils are potent. So always do a patch test and make sure to use them safely, especially if you are pregnant or have health conditions. So as mentioned, I like to, all of mine, this is actually half filled with coconut oil. So using barriers is a great way to ensure the safety and you're not going to have any reaction to them. And then obviously reach out for any dilution if you're going to use them on kids, etc. So, all right, friends, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and share the video, of course, so we can help spread the news that essential oils can help with anxiety. And I have dropped the links to my favorite recommended essential oils in the description, especially if you're struggling with anxiety. Check them out below. I've also dropped the link if you want to grab an EFT guided tapping meditation to also help you reduce or relieve anxiety. Okay, so make sure you share in the comments how you found this video, what your biggest takeaways are, and I will see you next time.